don't think Ivanka would do that inside the magazine, although she does have a very nice figure. I've said that if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
Wait, what?
If Ivanka wasn't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating you. These are the words of Donald Trump when he was on The View with his daughter. And listen, if Barack Obama said, if, either one of his two little girls wasn't his daughter, he'd be dating her. What do you think would be the backlash of this? Now, I prefaced it with the opening of what Donald Trump had said on the Wendy Williams show. Well, this was on something else, but the Daily News is picking this up because I just made a video about Donald Trump. And I said in the video, a lot of things about what he might do with immigrants and so on and so forth. And then somebody tried to argue with me talking about, I hate Donald Trump, which I do not hate Donald Trump, and then trying to say he was bad and he wanted to sleep with his daughter. And they're all lies. And I'm like, well, no, they're not. Let me go and do some research for this individual to help him out. And I left the link to, the Daily Show and with Trevor Noah and what Donald Trump was saying. I mean, he's saying some pretty crazy stuff that just makes you cringe. Like, dude is openly talking about having sex with his daughter. Let me see what he says on the Wendy Williams show.
Okay, Ivanka, what's the
Okay.
For instance, this joint interview that Ivanka and Donald did on the Wendy Williams show in 2013.
We want to know a little bit more about you guys, so we play this game here. It's called Fave 5. I'll ask the question. Ivanka, you answer first, and then Dad, you answer also. Okay, Ivanka, what's the favorite thing you have in common with your father?
Either real estate or golf.
There, you see? Her favorite thing in common with her dad is real estate or golf. Totally wholesome, normal answers that don't make me want to puke forever. Out of curiosity, how did her father answer the question?
Either real estate or golf.
Donald, with your daughter?
Well, I was going to say sex, but I can't relate that.
Okay, so for all of you idiots out there who are trying to say that Donald Trump did not say that he wanted to have sex with his daughter, he just said it on the Wendy Williams show. Okay, and he's been saying it for a long time. Look, hey, the girl is hot. She's smoking, but you're her dad. So she is definitely off limits to you, buddy, in every way. But some people are kind of into that stuff. But to say that he didn't say it is where I'm going with it. Hey, if y'all want to be, Game of Thrones, Lannister type stuff, hey, that's on them. But nonetheless, he did say it, was my whole point. So, you people who are all about Donald Trump and trying to cover up the things that he says and the things that he does, it's not like he's playing. This guy is serious and he's going to be our president and you're voting for him. So I wouldn't vote for this man. I wouldn't vote for Donald Trump in any shape, form, or fashion. And the only reason why you people are really voting for him, for one, he's a white man, and you're tired of seeing a black man in the White House. And two, you think Donald Trump is the best candidate because he wants to make America great again. And, when I said to this individual, when was America ever great? Like, what is your definition of great? That we're a superpower? Yeah, we've been a superpower for, a couple hundred years. There's no doubt about that. We have been burning and pillaging and robbing and literally raping other countries for years. I mean, ever since the English did it and they went all over the world and did it, then, the people from England came over here and then settled here, and then they just did the same thing, and you guys have been burning and raping and pillaging every single country on this earth ever since, what's the Idumean's name? Since 1449, when Alexander the Greek, who was Alexander the Great, him and his children, once he died, his children decided to go out and span all over, the world and do it. And you are descendants of Alexander the Greek. And so, who has reportedly never lost a battle. Everywhere he went, he named everything Alexandria, every city Alexandria, Alexandria, Alexandria. And I'm gonna tell you something about Alexander the Greek. His men got tired of fighting. They fought, they won, they just got tired of fighting, and they were like, you know what, we're done, we're going home, and they marched home thousands of miles, and they marched home. Kind of like King Richard the Lionheart, his men got tired, and him and his men returned home. They were done. They were done getting bitten by spiders. But when they came to the holy city to fight with Saladin, and on their way there, when they went through city and city, they would kill the so-called Muslims that were living there, which were Arabs. They would kill the Arabs that had settled there, and they would eat the Arabs. So this raping and pillaging and all this stuff that America has been doing, they got it from their ancestors. And yeah, so make America great. We're great because we go in and we killed 20,000 Arabs for something that they didn't do, weapons of mass destruction that were never proven that they had. Then we killed their leader, Saddam Hussein. We so-called reportedly killed a guy who started 9/11, which Donald Trump called 7/11. There were more people killed in 9/11 than there were in Pearl Harbor. Just sit back and think about that. One of the most tragic days ever in American history. Donald Trump called 9/11 7/11. How could you not know that? It was important for everybody because not only did it start a war, but when it started that war, many other people died all around the world because of it. So it wasn't just the people who died at so-called 7/11, which was 9/11. That wasn't it. It was other people who died after that. It's kind of like Hiroshima and Nagasaki when they dropped the bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It killed 22,000 to 100,000 people, and then it just kept killing after generation because of the cancer and the diseases that got to the people who survived, and then they had babies, and the children had babies, and they all had diseases, and they're all having complications, and the effect of that is probably still going on. That was back in 41, 48, I don't know. But nonetheless, once again, us just, burning, raping, and pillaging. America is so great. Listen, that isn't what makes us great. I think the only thing that makes America great is that other people can come here from other countries and actually eke out a living. That's what makes America great. So, and there are other countries that you can go and do this in, You can go and live in Europe right now and, eke out a living if their economy is okay. Don't go to Greece. But nonetheless, if their economy is okay, if you have an education or a trade, you can go to other places and live as a free person, not under some type of tyranny because of some religious sect, like Boko Haram or, ISIS, who America also created. America was allies with Saddam Hussein. Then we went and killed him and his sons. We invaded him. George Bush did that. George Bush Sr. did that. Said there were weapons of mass destruction, used Colin Powell to do it. Then they fired Colin Powell. After Colin Powell got up there and said, hey, This proves this little vial of whatever was in there of toothpaste. Hey, this proves that there's what. And the people bought it. Fox News airs it all over the place, yada, yada, yada. Then we go over there with our Apache helicopters, Chinooks, our Abrams tanks, and we fight an army that has been starving. Those people, they were waving a flag for us not to shoot them. This is what happened in Desert Storm. They're like, please, feed us. I think they captured more people than they killed. So, what is so great about that? Please tell me what's so great about that. I'm curious. For all of you people who want to make America great again, you think Donald Trump is going to do it because he's trying to stop Muslims from coming into the country. And I'm not trying to stop Muslims from coming into the country because Muslims have never done nothing to me. Never, not once, has a Muslim ran up on me and was like, jihad, bang, or my family. And I could call anybody in my family and no one in my family will say, you know what a Muslim did to me yesterday? I have not had one run-in with a Muslim. Not one. And I want somebody out there to tell me who has. And I used to be a soldier. I've never had not one run-in with a Muslim. And you're like, oh, Muslims are terrorists. And I'm like, define the word terrorist. Because a terrorist is somebody who, before you say goes and blows up things, that's not the only definition of terrorist. Terrorist is somebody who not only, blows things up or, and the last time something was blown up in America, it was by whom? White people. The Boston Marathon. White people did that. Okay, so the last time something was blown up in America was white people. And 9/11, I think the Bush administration was in on that. 100%. I don't think that Bin Laden had anything to do with that, and Bin Laden is still alive. They did not kill Bin Laden. For one, why would you... Okay, for one, let's look at who Bin Laden was. Bin Laden's family lives in America. They're architects. That's how they made their money. The mountains of Kabul... Listen... Okay, the CIA created Bin Laden as far as him fighting in the mountains of Kabul. We gave them their weapons to fight in the mountains of Kabul. We did that. Bin Laden was our allies. So all of a sudden, Bin Laden goes and, hijacks planes and boom, and then, no. America did that. And we know America did that. Okay, but anyways... Building number 7 in the insurance industry, AIG. Oh, okay. I'm not going there. Nonetheless, all I'm saying, I gotta end this soon. All I'm saying is, people, is wake up. When was America ever great? And what is Donald Trump really gonna do? And the real terrorists are the police. The bad police. The police who are getting away with murder. The police who are killing people and then going on administrative leave and then getting paid to go on 2 years administrative leave with full pay, sitting at home, and then going to court and being totally acquitted. That's terrorism. I'm not afraid of Muslims. I am terrified of the police. I'm terrified of... I do not want to see a cop. When I see a cop car, I'm trying to go the other way. I am terrified because they're shooting children. They're shooting babies. They're killing anything that moves, and then the court system is letting them do it. So, I'm good. I know who the real terrorist is. It's your boy Tone, I'm out.